So why did I take this trade? This I'm a bit disappointed on the broker, the IC market broker. Why? Because I took the entry right here. I pressed it on the broker right here, and it jumped all the way. It waited. It jumped 14 pips until it entered. So I'm a bit disappointed with the broker's speed. Should be directly. When I press it, I press it because if we're trading on the 5 minute and the 15 minute, that's different. But if because I am on the 1 minute, um, it needs to be quick. So let's see, where should I take profit right now? I'm gonna just mark out my take profits right here. It can reverse from this area actually. This is worth it. No, it's not worth it. You see, there's a 15-minute fair value gap right here in this area. I just marked it out. This can reverse from it. The price action can reverse from this 15-minute fair value gap right here, create a reaction to the upside, and then just continue up and then maybe continue down. So what is my main bias? My main bias for this is bearish. Why? Because we have a break of structure right here. There's a low created right here, and there's a break of structure closing underneath the body of the candle. That's on the 1 hour, right? So on the 15-minute, if I jump to the 15-minute, if I jump to the 1 hour, I see that there's a 1 hour high. This is what the market usually wants to do. It wants to continue down because we are bearish, continue back up, take out some liquidity, and then continue down. This is what it usually wants to do, and that's the way I trade. So if I jump to the not 50-minute, to the 1 minute, I see that the liquidity has been swept. This is, by the way, the checklist that you can use. Feel free to use it. Let me just put an alarm right here because I'm speaking and I don't want to miss it. Right? Trend is defined. Yes. Is there a liquidity sweep on the 1 hour or the 15-minute? Yes, it's on the 1 hour liquidity sweep. This candle swept the orders that's sitting above right here. Um, okay, feeling. What am I feeling? I'm feeling a bit stressed right now. Why? To the kindergarten. Leave the kids at the kindergarten. Run back. Take the trade. Look at the setup. Like I I was at the market at 9:16 today. Like I just saw the market. I just saw it, and then I took the trade. Fly risk, took the trade. Like really, I'm not. I'm still. My heart is still pounding almost. So I'm waiting and seeing what this is gonna do. It looks promising, by the way, because there is fair value gaps right here on the 1 minute. There is a fair value gap, another one right here on the 1 minute. The market can react pretty strongly on these moves. Or if it breaks through on them, it just continues up and takes me out. So I'm looking and seeing. So in these moments, this is what I want to do. I want to mark out where I think the market is going to go so I don't get stressed about it. So let me continue the analysis. It swept liquidity like it did right here on the 1 hour, which gives me a higher probability of it doing a reversal. Right. It did a 1 minute break of structure right there. Did a 1 minute break of structure right there, and it created a 1 minute fair value gap right there in this area right here. And what did it do? It retested the fair value gap a bunch of times before it gave us a reaction to the downside. So now I wasn't at the market during these minutes right here, but I'm seeing that it respected it. So the ideal trade was to, have it do a breakup structure and then marking out a limit order on the 50% mark or on the 75% or on the 25% mark, and then leaving our stop loss right here. And this is the ideal setup. This right here will give us a 2.73. Now, I didn't take the trade. I took the trade when it was on the 50% mark right here, and I don't want to complain, but I took it and it took the trade like 5 seconds after that, which is not good. Absolutely not. So I'm thinking to changing to VT markets. Actually, sometimes I jump to VT markets because when I've learned from the broker I'm using, when they do updates, it lags as hell at the monthly shift. When the month goes from a new month or a new release, they're sending updates on their website. So it lags, and especially it lags because I have the position size calculator. The position size calculator that I'm using. By the way, let me just show you where the trade was. This is the entry. I took it here. It entered right here, which is not even this. It's like this. Yeah, a bit disappointing, but what are you gonna do? It's out of my control right now. I think you can hear the tush sound. Every time the tush sound happens is that I'm moving my fixed take profit. That's what it means. If you're on MT5, you know the sound probably. See, there's also a 5-minute fair value gap right here. It can react from. There is also a 5-minute order block right here that it can react from. But the highest probability of it doing is to react from this order block right here and continue to the upside. But it can break through both of them and continue to the downside because it took out liquidity, it swept liquidity right here, it broke structure, it entered a fair value, it gave us a react. This is not a valid fair value gap on the 1 hour. Just having patience with it. The thing with patience is that the statements people say about themselves, the I am statements are so so important. When I hear people say I am impatient, I am this, I am, they are labeling themselves as being that kind of person. If you just did things that patient persons do, then after a while, people will say, you know what, this guy is a patient person. This man is a patient man. Why? Because he's doing the acts that a patient person is doing. So the I am statements, what you say and think about yourself is how you will act, basically. If you act like a confident person, how does a confident person do? They look at you in the eyes, they speak clearly and correctly, and they maybe move slowly, and they don't need to prove things to other people. That's what makes them confident. So doing those things will eventually become a part of your identity. The same thing goes with patience. Patience is a trait that can be learned. If there are people that are patient in the world, they are just doing some kind of things that gets them the results of being patient. Same thing goes here with trading. If we keep doing and having patient mindset and being consistent, you will eventually get results. You know what? Let me do other things. I'm just gonna leave it live so you can see the chart. I'm not. So what I'm currently doing right now is building the. I'm doing other things. I don't want to get into detail about it. I'm doing other things that will give you value, that will help you out, that will improve your trading. Yeah, this is probably going to continue to the downside. Why? Because you see the body of this candle. The body of this candle right here, it closed underneath this fair value gap area. So it invalidates the fair value gap. Now, it can take longer time, but it's still valid though on the 5 minute. Why? Because it reacted on this fair value gap. And this is what we usually like to see. This is not usually what's going to happen. Usually what's going to happen is it creates a high, 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 low, high, high, lower high, lower low, not high, high. And then it creates like this, and then it continues to the downside. So creating these candles and creating this breakup structure, it doesn't need to be affecting the trade that much because there's more orders lying down here for it to break through to the other side. And you can also see this is the overnight range that's happening today, right? And this is a positive candle inside the overnight range on a 50-minute because there is a positive candle inside the overnight range on the 50-minute. The market is going bearish. That's a higher indication that the market is going bearish. A positive candle inside the overnight range means that you're flipping it. The bearish, not the bearish, bullish meaning that the buyers are coming in, so the banks and institutions wants to take them out through selling orders. And the same goes in reverse. If there are buyers coming in or sellers coming in, bearish candle, negative candle, then the banks and institutions wants to take them out through going bullish, through going longs, through buying. Sorry. All right, that was a hefty move. It reacted from this fair value gap. See that? There is a 5-minute fair value gap right here. It reacted to the upside on this fair value gap. It respected it 2 times, right? So now on the second, it's doing a 5-minute breakout structure, which is not looking good. But still, it can create a low after that. But probably it will take us out today. Doesn't look that promising. Waiting and see. even created a 5-minute fair value gap right here in this area. 5 minutes is stronger than the 1 minute because it's higher time frame. 5 minutes is stronger than the 1 minute because it's on higher time frame. I want to speak this clearly so I don't mumble. You can see that the DAX and NQ on the London session is pretty close in movement. See that? This is the DAX NQ, sorry, NQ, and this is the DAX. You can see that their movements are pretty close in each other, especially on the 1 minute. Even the fair value gaps are probably not in the same place, but they are close to each other. Now, if this if this candle, this body of the candle closes underneath this fair value gap right here, we're in a good place. But if it closes on over, it might give us a reaction to it because it's like doing this system, this strategy all over again, but to the upside, to the bullish side. So if it closes, it created a breakup structure on the 5 minute, even stronger. Created a breakup structure on the 5 minute, created a fair value gap on the 5 minute, and did a reaction on the 5 minute fair value gap. It's even a stronger indication that it's gonna just continue up and take us out. But we have patience with it. See, it reacted on the 1 minute fair value gap right here because the body of the candle didn't close underneath. It closed on this area. See, the market, this area, it's uncertain. It doesn't know what to do. It doesn't know where to go. Should I break out of the accumulation phase that's happening during the HS session? Because we have accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. These are just words. If somebody finds them, like I can just take those words and just give them another meaning, and then you see in the trading industry, everybody's changing the words and making those things, and so the accumulation is the HS session. Let me Google it for you. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So we have these: accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. Think about it as like this: Asia session, London session, New York session. Just easy, right? The accumulation part, this is the accumulation part. Before the accumulation part, after the accumulation part comes the London session. And this is where it's undecided right now. It's not sure what it's still in the accumulation box, overnight range as we call it. Um, so it's not decided yet. If it should I continue to the downside? This is the market. Should I continue to the downside and do my manipulation right here? Is what the market is saying right now. Or should I just keep the accumulation, keep accumulating and consolidating during the overnight range, the same ranges as the overnight range? Because if it doesn't manipulate during the London session, these just go to the right. The accumulation part becomes London session, and New York session becomes the manipulation part. There you go. The short explanation of it. Yeah, see, it closed underneath, so we're looking good. Exception. The market is uncertain. Doesn't know what to want to do. See on NQ. All right. It didn't want to continue to the downside, but still inside the trade. That's unfortunate. I didn't even understand why it reacted from this. It's closed underneath the fair value gap, but it did all of this from the 1 minute fair value gap reaction. That's crazy. So what did it reverse from? Let's just analyze this trade. It reversed from, this is an order block I use sometimes. An order block indicator. It's called order block nephew Sam. That's what it's called. So this is an order block. I haven't explained order block in the trading in the course, but this is what it reverted from. It created a strong reaction from the order block right here. There's also an order block on the 5 minute that it gave us a reaction on. So that's unfortunate. This is the trade today. I'm not stopped out yet. I'm about to be. But this was my analysis. Let me show you. So if we had taken this trade right here, right, we can easily get a 1 to 2. 1 to 2 or on this area right here. I'm just about to be. I'm still not stopped out. Yeah, I'm letting it. I'm letting it do its thing. So my analysis was correct. My risk management, thank God to risk management. If you're not aware of your risk management, this will break you, to be honest. Risk management, money management, how you handle your money. So, some people, as soon as they get their paycheck, it goes 1 or 2 days or a week, and they're at zero almost. How is that possible? They're not good at money management. They're not paying themselves. They're not risking less. They're not um, cautious almost about how much money they are using on a monthly basis. This is it. Why didn't it? Oh man. All right, that's fine. You know what happened? I put my stop loss right here. Man, this bothers me. I put my stop loss right here, but it got stopped out right here. Why? Because it lagged. Yeah, I don't want this to be a part of the live call. All right, that's the trade for today. Unfortunately, I took a loss. I'm still risking 0.5%. I had a 2% win risk yesterday, but I'm not risking more. Did you see? I'm risking 0.5%. I'm not risking more just because I want to get over the starting balance because this is a new month and I want to get over the starting balance and have some buffer to be able to risk more. That's how it works. I need to have some buffer to be able to risk more. All right, so this is the trade. Um, Unfortunately, we took a loss today, but that's part of the game. I want to show this as well too to you. So I hope you learned something from this and feel free to ask me questions inside of the community. I'm here to guide you through it. Have a great day.